So that's why all of us are fairly bullish over the next 12 months. Demand's going to increase, supply is going to contract, and this is fairly unprecedented in the history of Wall Street. You can never have too much Bitcoin.
Michael Saylor, a prominent entrepreneur and owner of MicroStrategy and known as one of the biggest Bitcoin bulls, recently participated in an interview with CNBC. During this conversation, Saylor expressed his enthusiasm for the impending approval of the Bitcoin spot ETF by the SEC. He argued that this approval would mark a significant milestone for institutional adoption of Bitcoin and predicted a big increase in its price. He highlighted the growing involvement of institutions in the cryptocurrency market and how this would contribute to legitimizing and stabilizing this emerging financial sector. Furthermore, he underscored the role of his own company, MicroStrategy, as a trailblazer in corporate Bitcoin adoption, and how the approval of the ETF would strengthen its position and that of other companies that have bet on this cryptocurrency, creating opportunities for growth and expansion in this exciting market. Join me as we delve into the most significant highlights of this interview, where Michael Saylor discusses MicroStrategy's partnership with Microsoft, the approval of the Bitcoin ETF, and the anticipated impact on the cryptocurrency market in the coming months. In this video, we'll explore the insights shared by this influential figure in the crypto space, providing you with a deeper understanding of the exciting developments and their potential implications. Let's dive right in.
You can never have too much Bitcoin. We're big Bitcoin bulls. Our thesis is that Bitcoin is digital property, but without the risks and liabilities of commercial real estate. It's a digital commodity without the risks and the liabilities of gold. It's a digital tech investment without the risks and the liabilities of big tech. And so we're bullish. We're really excited about our partnership with Microsoft and AI. We're the first BI company to put AI into our product line, and it provides great artificial intelligence boost to our business intelligence business. We're going to use it to grow the business by acquiring new customers, and also it's accelerating cloud adoption within our customer base.
Does the introduction of an ETF help or hurt investor appetite for MicroStrategy specifically?
Well, I think it's going to help. It's going to accelerate adoption, and it's also going to accelerate institutional awareness and education efforts of Wall Street to teach the 99% of the investors that don't know about Bitcoin what it's all about. MicroStrategy is a differentiated offering. I think spot Bitcoin ETF is a great thing for investors, but we don't charge a fee. We use intelligent leverage, and we can generate a tax-deferred Bitcoin premium for our investors. So for people that are really long-term bulls on Bitcoin, we represent a pretty attractive option or alternative to a spot Bitcoin ETF.
Michael Saylor suggests that while a Bitcoin spot ETF could have a positive impact by attracting more liquidity and investors to the market, his company, MicroStrategy, will continue to provide greater advantages for those who are long-term Bitcoin holders. In fact, he believes that increased competition in the market may even benefit his company. However, the approval of the ETF is not the only event on the calendar for 2024. There's also the highly anticipated Bitcoin halving, which he will discuss next.
Well, most of the natural sellers of Bitcoin in the market right now are Bitcoin miners, and they have to sell to pay their electricity bill and their capital cost and retire their debt. That's about $1 billion a month worth of selling into the market. The protocol forces that to be cut in half as of about next April, late April. So you're going to see $12 billion of natural selling per year converted into $6 billion of natural selling a year. At the same time as things like spot Bitcoin ETFs increase the demand for Bitcoin. So that's why all of us are fairly bullish over the next 12 months. Demand's going to increase, supply is going to contract, and this is fairly unprecedented in the history of Wall Street.
Michael Saylor explains that Bitcoin offers corporations an innovative strategy to safeguard their capital and enhance shareholder value. By utilizing their balance sheets with Bitcoin, companies can break free from the costly cycle of acquisitions, buybacks, dividends, and debt, creating a more sustainable and value-driven approach to financial management. Let's listen to Michael Saylor as he elaborates on this and delves into the enormous potential that Bitcoin is set to provide, not only to large corporations, but also to each and every one of its investors.
Long term, this is going to open the door for corporations to adopt Bitcoin as a treasury asset and create shareholder value with their balance sheets. I mean, the big dilemma in the market today is the Magnificent Seven. 7 companies are generating all the shareholder returns, and 7,000 companies are struggling to create shareholder value. MicroStrategy's secret is we're leveraging our balance sheet as well as our P&L. We've got more than $5 billion of assets on our balance sheet, and Bitcoin is growing at 3 or 4 times the cost of capital. So imagine what happens if other companies are able to use their balance sheets as assets instead of liabilities. Right now, the existing accounting, it favors using credit and sovereign debt, and the after-tax yield of credit isn't keeping up with cost of capital, and the result is most corporations pursue dilutive strategies of acquisitions, share buybacks, dividends, which are taxable, and they can't really hold billions and billions of dollars of capital and beat the cost of capital and generate shareholder returns. So this FASB accounting allows you to mark up and down the asset. It allows you to recognize investor gains. You know, if Berkshire Hathaway didn't have Apple, it wouldn't be a winning stock, but it's not practical for 1,000 companies to hold Apple stock as a treasury reserve asset. It is practical for them to start buying Bitcoin, and FASB's accounting opens the door for that.
Michael Saylor addresses questions about the lingering negative perceptions surrounding Bitcoin, including concerns about its potential use in fraudulent activities like the Sam Bankman-Fried incident or funding terrorism. He discusses how these perceptions might impact institutional investment in Bitcoin. Saylor also shares his views on other questionable cryptocurrencies in the crypto market and the role he believes banks should play in this industry for Bitcoin's price to truly flourish in the future.
I think that the liabilities are the early crypto cowboys, the crypto tokens, the unregistered securities, the unreliable crypto custodians. For the industry to move to the next level, we need to migrate to adult supervision. We're going to need big banks to become the crypto custodians. We're going to need Wall Street to take a role. And we need to rationalize away from the 100,000 crypto tokens, you know, yo-yo coins that people are manipulating, to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is an asset without an issuer. It is the one universally recognized protocol that's a commodity in the space. So when banks on Wall Street and responsible custodians are managing Bitcoin and the industry takes its eyes away from all of the shiny little tokens that have distracted and demolished shareholder value, I think the industry moves to the next level and we 10x from here.
Michael Saylor believes that the extensive array of altcoins and other cryptocurrencies flooding the market are diverting investors' attention from what truly matters: Bitcoin. He envisions a future where proper regulation will help people grasp the distinction that Bitcoin is not synonymous with the broader crypto space. According to Saylor, when this realization occurs, the industry can advance to the next level, and Bitcoin has the potential to increase tenfold from its current value, surpassing $300,000 per BTC. Now, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Do you believe that Bitcoin can reach $300,000 in the coming years, particularly with the next halving and the approval of a Bitcoin spot ETF on the horizon? What price do you think Bitcoin will achieve when all these developments unfold? Please share your predictions in the comments section. Thank you for tuning in to this video. I hope this information proves valuable to you. If it does, kindly give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more similar content on Bitcoin, investments, and finance. This is Wealth Wizards, and we wish you a fantastic day. Goodbye.